Good day, everyone. Today I will be speaking on things to be considered before buying a land or a landed property. Number one, the location. You have to consider the location. This is the kind of location that is fast attracting in development. You also have to consider the location because location are the things that determine the value of a building in the future. For example, you can't compare the cost of land in a developed area and the cost of land in developing area. You can't compare. There will definitely be a difference. So the location is very essential in things that to be considered before buying a land or a landed property. The second one is the neighborhood and landmarks. The neighborhood and landmark, you have to ask yourself, who are the people that are going to be your neighbors? You have to check what are the landmarks in the area before buying a property. And the third one is the accessibilities. The accessibility. You have to check, is the land you want to purchase, is it accessible? Can you access it? Can your car access it? You have to consider the accessibilities of the land or the landed property. Then the fourth one is the security. You have to consider how secure the area of the land you want to obtain is, how secure it is. And how can you do this? You can do this by making an inquiry by the people living in the area or people living around the area to check to know how secure the area is. Is it the kind of area that armed robbers or hoodlums to disturb them often? Or you have to check whether the community has some ways to tackle these security issues. So you have to consider that before buying a land or a property. And the fifth one, which is the legal document, is very essential. It's very essential for you to consider your legal document. For you to know, is it document intact and up to date? You have to know that. Because most times there are some of the land or property that people do say these days that the document is not up to date as it's not intact. And after all, there will be a problem. The court this, court that, be going to court here and there. So to avoid this, you have to check your legal documents, check your document is it intact, and how to know whether your document is intact. Most of the document that you have to check is your CFO, your certificate of occupancy. You have to know whether your certificate of occupancy is intact, and we're in a situation where the certificate of occupancy have already been issued. You have to obtain your governor consent. You have to obtain your governor consent for you to be the rightful owner of the land, because the certificate of occupancy stands as a proof of ownership. It stands as a proof of ownership. The name of the person on the certificate of occupancy is the person is the rightful owner of the property. So you have to obtain your certificate of occupancy. It's very important. Then the next one is the deed of assignment. And the next one is the deed of assignment. Stand for the transfer of ownership from the seller to the buyer. So you have to obtain that, and as you can see, it consists of the description of the place, the purchase price, and so on. And it has to be signed by the both parties, which is the buyers and sellers, and also the witness as a legal practitioner. So the next document that you still also have to consider is your survey plan. To check your survey plan, is your survey plan up to date? Because survey plan is actually show the detailed map of the land. It show the land size, and you have to consider is your survey plan, because your survey plan is show the detailed map of the land. It shows the boundaries, the features, and the land size and the location. So you have to obtain your survey plan so that you will know where the boundary of the land purchase is and where your boundary reach, and so that you will not trespass to another person's land. So you have to obtain your survey plan. And this survey plan is prepared by the licensed surveyor, and it is approved by the government agency. You should know that it's not something that someone can just draw it for you and just give it to you. Then the next one, which is the last one, is the receipt of payment. The receipt of payment is serve as the proof of payment. In which it shows. Good day, everyone. Today I will be speaking on the things to be considered before buying a land or a landed property. The key things to be considered before buying a land or landed property. The first one, which is number one. Number one, the location. You have to consider the location. Is it fast attraction in appreciating of value? Is it the kind of location